I'll tell my mom's already gonna be here.
Herbs on the beat.
Hero with 8 seconds left for three. Yes!
Welcome, you guys, back to another episode of The Heat Is On. I'm JG Noise, and I'm here with my buddy,
Juicy J.
and we have a bit of a bipolar feeling this episode, as
All right.
we have just found out that Josh Richardson is out for the season with a right shoulder surgery, and before we even knew this, the Heat have acquired the Australian Patty Mills, and well, we just have a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna give it to my boy Juicy J. Let him start off with what Jay Rich brought to the team and why it's tough losing him in a situation this close to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough. He was giving us such a good performance every single night. He was probably more consistent. He was our most consistent role player before Martin started just balling out. He was shooting great from three. His layup package was there. He had his fadeaway shot. He had a great game against the Kings, 26 points. Incredible performance from Jay Rich. And he just offered so much, not just even in shooting, but in playmaking and just giving you a good bucket to stop a run or something like that. So we're really going to miss him. And he was our backup point guard, too. And that's just a place that Miami has always had trouble in before Terry Rozier came and made his entrance. And he's been balling out. But yeah, Jay Rich, we're really going to miss him. I'm telling you that right now. And it's really sad. And it's bittersweet that you get Patty Mills, too. But I don't know if I'm very excited that it just blocks out the sadness of losing your backup point guard. But you're going to lose a lot. I mean, I really do feel bad for him as well since he was having a great season. Come back to Miami. He just came out of one of the worst teams in the NBA. So it was good to have him here, good to have him back in Miami. And he was happy. He was really having fun with guys out there. And it just sucks that it went out like that way against Boston too. So not a good experience for us. But I guess I'll let you talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when we got him in free agency this summer, I was like, okay, I was hype, first of all, because I do have a Josh Richardson poster, and knowing I could hang it up again felt really good. But and I think I could speak for everyone when I say that none of us expected what he has brought to this team this season. I mean, when we signed him, at least I didn't expect it. And I mean, it sucks. He's played 43 total games with the Heat this year, and nine, basically 10 points per game, shoots at sub 50%, averages 2 threes a game, averages 5 3-pointers attempted. So it's another shooter. It's a shooter that we had, and I think that's really. I mean, he did bring a lot of energy. That I will say that about Jay Rich. He brought a lot of energy, but one of the main things that we lose is 3-point shooting. And there's nothing else I could use to help to back up what I just said other than the Kings game where Josh Richardson, I mean, went ballistic. It was a performance none of us had expected, and
I guess you could say he went bananas.
It was a performance where he scored a season high 24 points and he had 6 threes. And I hope you know that was the game that snapped the 7-game losing streak. And
yeah,
he stepped up, a season high 24 points, 6 threes, man, 6 threes, and of course, you know, each player in their own team is gonna have one of these crazy games, but he was doing it consistently, not 20 points, but he had a minimum of 10 points a game. And of course, with what Juicy J said, he did fall short got injured against the Celtics. With that said, we have somebody that's going to get back at the Celtics. And that's the... Well, I don't really know how to give this introduction, so I'm going to just say it. That is the Australian 35-year-old ex-Heat killer, Patty Mills.
Crikey, mate. Australia. Yeah, Patty Mills, welcome to the Miami Heat. I don't know if we're happy to have you here, but you're here, so just don't turn out to be like the next Kyle Lowry. And bloody hell, you better be hitting some 3-pointers.
Please end this. Okay, Patty Mills, although if you check his current, the last 2 years in the leagues,
You'll say, crikey. And you'll be
stop,
like, "Why not
please!"
that?" You have to say crikey once for me to stop.
I'm not saying that. Okay, Patty Mills, even though his last 2 years in the league have been under
We'll
10...
make you say crikey. Bro, just say it, please, bro.
Crikey. Okay.
Hey, that was actually fire, too.
All right, so the last 2 years in the league, he's put up under 10 points a game. But just go back to 3, 4, 5 years ago where he had over 10 points a game. And listen, I know he's 30, but I believe when we acquired Jimmy Butler, he wasn't where he is right now. I think he became playoff Jimmy I know he became playoff Jimmy with Miami. So we have the best player developers in the league, easily. And we do this every year. We did it with Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. We did it with Caleb Martin. We did it with we're currently doing it with Haywood Highsmith and Jaime Jaquez Jr. I mean, the 18th pick of the draft. You don't expect him to just ball out like he's been doing, and it's a consistent rookie, and he plays like a veteran. And yes, Patty Mills is 30. Okay, who cares? He's gonna come in
like
here.
38.
No, he's 30. He's gonna come here.
Okay, not even that old.
Thank you. He's gonna come here and do what he does. He's a shooter, and we always hear this. The Heat have Bam and Jimmy. Now they just acquired Rozier, Jaime, Caleb. These are all players that attack the rim. You surround these players with shooters, and you got a good rotation. And correct me if I'm wrong, we were there at the Hawks game. And although I don't want to bring it up, I'm going to have to. Because the first 15 points in the first quarter, who were they?
Patty Mills.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, he may be old, he may have been a contract buyout, he may have been whatever. But this man, I really believe he could bring a lot. Considering he's a Heat killer and we have one on our team, I mean, we acquired 2 Heat killers this season. And I mean, we're just hoping for the best. Obviously, personally, I don't think he replaces Jay Rich, and he's not a replacement because we didn't waive Jay Rich. So
I think he's a replacement for Drew Smith, and I think that's a great replacement.
that is, yeah. And in case you guys haven't seen Drew Smith's highlights this year, here they are. Okay, we're done. I'm gonna let the wannabe Australian talk about Patty Mills, even though he told me he hated this decision more than DeLon
Crikey,
Wright.
mate, there's a kangaroo over there.
All right, I'm gonna let Juicy J take it over before I stop.
So the jumping kangaroo, Patty Mills, comes over to Miami, and he thinks he could be all that. I don't think so. I do agree with you that he is going to be something different than he was in those other teams in Miami, because Miami has that. Players come here and they just start playing better. I think you had a great point with your development, but you have to realize Patty Mills is already 30 years old. His game is already developed. You can't really develop a player whose game is already developed. So the only thing we can really hope for Patty Mills to do is to play his game, make some threes, maybe play make a little bit, and just be a point guard. Really, all we need right now. Backup point guard, big time. But yeah, I think he could do some good work for us. But I don't think he's gonna be. I think it's criminal that you compared him to maybe having a Jimmy to Miami experience
Whoa,
where
whoa,
he
whoa,
just
whoa!
turns
I
into
never.
him.
Whoa, no, 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 no,
I
no.
know, but you said he's gonna have something like
No,
that. That's
no,
all.
no. I said that when Jimmy came to Miami, he wasn't playoff Jimmy before, and we didn't expect this type of performance from Philadelphia's Jimmy Butler. I mean, in the playoffs when Philly got defeated by the Raptors, I never heard a single thing about playoff Jimmy or anything. All I know from that
Yeah, I
series,
guess you're right.
all I know from that series is Joel Embiid crying. That's it. That's all I know.
True.
And ever since Miami has been in the playoffs, it's playoff Jimmy, playoff Jimmy, playoff Jimmy. So I'm not saying it's gonna be playoff Patty because that just sounds stupid.
You
But-
stole that from me, bro. I was gonna say, I guess you think we're gonna have playoff Patty or something.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna have playoff Patty. But
playoff Patty.
I mean,
dude, I'm saying that every time he makes a bucket in playoffs.
I mean, look, just think about it this way. We didn't expect. We all had there's been different players to step up last year's playoff run. We had Max Strus against Chicago, which none of us expected. We had Caleb Martin in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, which none of us expected. So, am I saying Patty Mills is going to be the big guy? No. But come a moment where we need a scorer or shooter, a facilitator, a veteran who makes veteran decisions, yes, Patty Mills checks every box.
Okay. I mean, I agree. And hey, I'm excited. So far, we're undefeated in the playoff Patty era. I hope you know that you just made the new nickname for him, and I will never call him Patty Mills ever again. It'll be playoff Patty every single time he scores. Just like Haywood Highsmith is the locksmith, or Haywood High Smooth for me. That's my nickname for
Haywood
Highsmith.
High Smooth.
Haywood High Smooth. How tough is that?
No,
Okay.
it's
We're
Haywood
just
Locksmith.
Haywood High Smooth. I mean, players have more than one nickname.
No.
King James, like whatever else his nickname
Oh,
is.
you're right. King James, the GOAT.
All right, you're a clown.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I like Patty Mills. I'm gonna be honest. Playoff P, playoff Patty. Instead of that's fire. Instead of playoff P for Paul George, it's playoff Patty.
Okay,
That's
bro.
tough.
Guys, please excuse Juicy J. He's having a self meditation day, a mental health day, and he's taking it very seriously. But in all seriousness, I think Patty Mills was a great acquisition because many teams were eyeing him for a reason. I thought he would go to Chicago, and I'm just glad he didn't. Listen,
Were many teams eyeing him?
yes,
I don't know if there's a lot of people looking for playoff P, but it's fine. We got him now.
it's
I
playoff
think he's
Patty.
actually
It's
gonna do some
playoff
good
Patty, not playoff P.
stuff. Playoff P. I think he's gonna do some good stuff for us. I'm gonna be honest. We're really
It's
not gonna
playoff
do that much
Patty.
other than just like a spot up shooter, playoff P, out there making some threes. And you never know. Maybe he could be better than what DeLon Wright's doing because I don't know what happened to him. We just give him no minutes now. But I completely forgot about him. We got him, and then he just immediately disappeared. We haven't played him in like the last 2 games. But hopefully we see an appearance from him next game. But you never know. Going to the Mavericks tomorrow on Thursday. It's a pretty big game. It's a must-win. Continue the win streak. Heat on a 2-game win streak right now, and we're feeling good. We are undefeated in the playoff P era, so it's feeling pretty
Playoff
good.
Patty.
Playoff P.
Stop.
I thought you said something else there, but
Okay, all
it was
seriousness.
stop.
The Heat are 6th in the East, just half a game behind New York, and according to my statistics or whatever you want to call it, New York does not play until Friday, and never mind, they don't play until Friday, and the team they play Friday is the Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic.
So, oh my God, Orlando and New York are currently tied, and
Wait, so whoever wins that, it's good for us.
well, yes, but Orlando is playing Washington right now. which means it's another win for Orlando.
Yeah, that's true.
But whatever. We don't care about Orlando. They're the other side of Florida. Who cares? We focus on the Heat, the 305, and we're gonna get the dub tomorrow against the Dallas Mavericks. I hope to see some Patty Mills minutes.
Yeah, Mavs are on a lose streak right now, so it'd be nice to take advantage of that.
And I hope you guys know the Mavs are my second favorite team. They are way under the Heat, but I love watching the Mavs whenever the Heat don't play. But I really want to destroy them tomorrow.
It's every man for himself. I hope they like every single player. Well, I don't hope Luka and Kyrie get injured. Everyone else, yeah, sure, whatever. But we got to destroy the Mavs, and
yeah.
it's not gonna be easy because it's a good team. I can admit that because I like the Mavs, but we're gonna do it because we're the Miami Heat, and we rise from defeat. And we'll do anything our dreams can dream. 3-game win streak incoming for tomorrow, and episode 15 incoming for tomorrow as well. We'll get that done for you guys because we're the Heat is On podcast, and we can do anything.
100% agree. Just like we got Patty Mills.
Playoff P.
On that note, we're gonna end it right there. Josh Richardson, we love you, man. We hope you recover well, and we can't wait to see what you have for us next year. Patty Mills, I hope you play tomorrow. If you give me 9 points, I'll give Juicy J $10.
Ooh!
Thank you guys so much.
Got me excited for Patty Mills' comeback, bro.
Now that's what I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is not really a typical episode that we do, but we're noticing that you guys are liking these side ones, so we're gonna keep posting them out. We're doing this as a fun thing, and we want our viewers to enjoy what we're doing as well. So let's keep it going. Tomorrow there will be an episode as the Heat beat the Mavs, and let's take it from there, baby.
Oh yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and go Heat.